everybody, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I'm excited. It is week 10. That means 10 weeks before the last frost date. And welcome to my weekly seed starting challenge. So if you're brand new here, my name is Barbara. I live in Tennessee in Zone 7B. And I invite you to go ahead and subscribe in faith and join this journey. We are starting seeds every single week until our estimated last frost date. And the challenge is that I want you to do it with me. So if you have been wanting to start seeds for the first time, or if you are a veteran seed starter, I want you to go on this journey with me and commit to starting seeds every single week. Why am I saying that? One, it's going to get you in the habit of starting seeds. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. Number two, it's going to force you to plant and start the seeds that are appropriate for that time frame of whenever you're starting. So today we are starting seeds that are appropriate for 10 weeks before the last frost date. So even if you are not in my zone, whenever your 10 weeks before your last frost date is, you can plant the exact same things I'm planting. Yours just may be before mine, or it may be 2 weeks from now, right? So my estimated last frost date is April the 20th in Zone 7B. So I am right at the 10-week mark before that. So today we're going to plant, I keep saying plant, we're going to sow and start 7 different types of seeds. So my first video was last week. I planted things that were 11 and 12 weeks before the last frost date. So if you want to catch up and watch that video, I'll tag it up here, or just go to my seed starting playlist and just, filter it from most recent. And that way you can catch up and follow along. Y'all, I cannot tell you how excited I am, but I'm also like, okay, girl, pace yourself. Pace yourself, because we're just getting started. And I already know by week 6, 7, it is going to ramp up. And by week 4 or 5, I'm like, I don't have any more room in my house. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're trying to pace ourselves. The other thing is that I think starting seeds every week gives you a pace that you can follow, because you have any time during that week that you can do it. Now, obviously, if something were to happen and you weren't able to do it this week, you could always do it the following week, right? But I think this gives us a very nice schedule. And if you saw in the very beginning, all I had to do, y'all, was go in my sunroom out, and I had all of my seeds organized, and I just picked up the cases that are the equivalent of what I should be planting 10 weeks out. Now, if you're asking, now, how did you have that already so organized? It's because that's how I organize my seeds. And if you want to watch that video, I'll pop it up here as well, or go to the seed starting playlist. I have a whole system for how I start seeds, how I organize my seeds, and how I keep up with this weekly seed starting challenge. I do the work on the front end. It takes me maybe 30, 45 minutes. But y'all, when it's time to plant seeds every week, I literally go to my sunroom, look at the date, pick up that stack, and I come to my tunnel. That is where we are today. Now, also in the weekly seed starting videos, I am going to show you the progress from the week before. So last week, you and I planted together. I want to say we did 4 things. We did lavender, we did eucalyptus, we did celery, and thyme and oregano. 5 things. Five things. It may have been 6 things. I don't remember now. But anyway, I'm going to insert that video footage right here. Okay, guys, this is the tray from last week. So this is eucalyptus on this first row. I have 1 little eucalyptus right there in the corner, but the rest of them haven't germinated. The second set is celery. No germination as of yet. But y'all, look at my lavender. I have perfect germination. Oh, yeah, except that one. Sorry. I have 11 out of 12. I don't see anything right there. But do you see that? That is amazing. And then nothing in the parsley. My rosemary. Yeah, I thought I saw something, but I think my eyes might be deceiving me. We'll see. And then in the thyme row, I do have some thyme popping up. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 10 out of 12. Not too shabby. Nothing in the baby blue eucalyptus. And I got a little bit in the oregano. It's very hard to see. You can see a little bit of oregano right there, very little. Okay, so did y'all see the footage? Y'all, I'm most excited about my lavender. I have never, let me tell you what happened. That lavender germinated in 3 days. That is unheard of. Unheard of. I have never had lavender germinate that quickly. So I talked about last week how lavender does better with cold stratification. That means putting it in the freezer or the fridge for a period of time before you actually sow the seed. It helps to go from that cold to warm or room temperature to break the dormancy of the seed. That particular lavender that I germinated actually was only in the freezer for 2 weeks. I have some other lavender that had been in there pretty much from last year, since the time that I did seed starting last year. But those were 2 new seed packets that I bought from Baker Creek. I know, if you know, you know, that germinated in 3 days. It was the Torch Blue and the Oregani, I think is the way that you pronounce it. I couldn't believe it. They germinated, and literally y'all saw that I almost had perfect germination. My thyme is popping up. There's a little bit of oregano, 1 little eucalyptus, but eucalyptus and parsley take a long time to germinate. Now, parsley I've never had luck with, but somebody told me, a viewer said that it can take like literally weeks and weeks, and I probably just started over and threw it away before I even got to that point. Eucalyptus usually takes a good 14 days. So I have 1, but the rest of them haven't popped up, but I'm not concerned yet, and I'm not going to plant anymore. I'm going to let this week go by and see what pops up, and then if I need to do some more, then I will reseed some more. That's another benefit. When you see things that say you can sow the seed 10 to 12 weeks before, then you can start at 12 weeks before. And then let's just say something doesn't germinate, then you can always do it again at week 10 and week 11. That is the beauty, again, of following a schedule and going from the highest end, and then you can always reseed if you want to go to the lower end. So it gives you that range sometimes. So I have many seed starting resources in the seed starting playlist, so I encourage you to check that out. If you have never ever started seeds before, I really encourage you to do it. You're going to save money. You're going to be able to plant more variety. Like, I could go on and on and on, but let's jump into what we are starting today. So this video, again, is 10 weeks before the last frost date. So if you're in my zone, you're right there with me. If you're not in my zone, you may have already passed your 10-week mark, and that's okay. If you haven't planted some of these things and you want to, go ahead and start the seeds. If you are behind me, then when you're 10 weeks before the last frost date comes, you can plant these things if it's something that you want to grow for your summer or spring garden, okay? So we're doing 7 things today. The first thing we're going to do are petunias. I have never, ever started petunia seeds. I've never grown petunias. I saw it on Acre Homestead. I think that she did some, and I want to say when she first did it, she wasn't successful, but I think she was last year, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I thought they were at the Dollar Tree. 4 packs for $1.25. So I got 4 packs. So we're going to start it and see what happens. And the purpose of me doing the petunias are to go in one of my green stalks. I thought that would just be nice and colorful and pretty. I'm thinking about bringing a green stalk down here to the outside garden that'll just be like for flowers and things like that. And then I'm also thinking about bringing a green stalk down here in the tunnel. I just got to figure out where it would go. And really, that's going to be more for demonstration purposes. When I'm down here the tunnel, when I have people that come and visit, I can show them the green stalk option without having to take them to my house. And then I can also show you guys on video. But that's why I'm growing the petunias. We'll see what happens. If you have any tips on sowing petunia seeds or how long they take, put them down below. Okay, so that's crop number 1 we're doing. Then we are going to do lettuce. So lettuce likes cool weather. It does not necessarily like frosty weather. So I had lettuce in my fall garden, so to speak, and in my winter garden. But when the temperatures got below like 10 degrees sustained for a week, my lettuce did not make it. It does not like temperatures that low. I have found that most of the time lettuce can survive up to about 20 degrees. After that, it really starts to take a hit. So if you don't do it in the fall and winter because you don't have a greenhouse, then the springtime is a great time to start your lettuce seeds. Now, lettuce also does not like heat. So if you want to continue on with your lettuce in the summer, especially if you're in my zone, you have to find something that is more heat tolerant. And there is a particular lettuce that I do in the summertime called Muir, M-U-I-R, if you're interested, okay? But today we're doing lettuce, and let me just, I don't even know what kind. I'm just going through my seeds to see what I have. I already have lettuce out here. I probably have a good 10. So I'm just going to start like a tray of 6, nothing too deep. I don't know what kind I'll do. I'll figure it out when I get to the seeds. I'll let you know what I pick. What else? We are doing calendula today, 10 weeks before the last frost date. I have not been successful with calendula, so we're going to try it again. And I think I have done it at the wrong time of the year. And I have not tried calendula in probably 3 years. I think I started it, I tried it my first time when my first summer of growing food, and I got nothing. Okay, we're gonna try it again. So the kind that I have is called Pink Surprise. It don't look pink, it look orange to me, but that's what we're gonna try. If you have any calendula tips, put them down below. But the reason why I want to grow calendula is that it is a fantastic herb. It is great for salves and for medicinal purposes. So that's the reason why I want to have it in my garden. The next thing that we're growing, so that was 1, 2, 3. So number 4 is dill. Dill is a great one to grow and to start 10 weeks before your last frost date. You can even do 8 to 10 weeks before your last frost date. Last year was the very first time that I was successful at dill. And boy, was I successful. I had tons and tons of dill. I think I'm on my last bottle of freeze-dried dill. Because I don't use dill a ton. But I use it for like ranch dressing. I may use it for potato salad, like a chicken salad or something like that. But other than that, I don't really use dill a whole lot. So a little goes a long way. So I have my last bottle. So I'm not going to do very many of dill. And whatever I have excess of, I'll just sell the dill plants. But I have 2 different kinds here. I have a Long Island Mammoth. And then I also have, this is just Mammoth dill. And I thought I had a bouquet. And y'all, it smells. It's amazing to me how the seed smells like the crop. Oh, it smells so good. I love the smell of dill. Oh, this is a teddy dill. This is what I'm doing. Teddy dill. I don't know what the difference is, but that's what we're doing. Okay, so dill is a great one. What else? Okay, we're doing cilantro. So cilantro is a cool season crop. Cilantro does not grow well in heat or in the summer. So this is a perfect time to do cilantro. I've had cilantro all in my fall and winter garden. I only have 1 plant. No, I don't even have 1 plant left. And so the reason why I'm starting more is because I don't have any that is put up, because I like to freeze dry this and use it throughout the year. I have half of a jar left of freeze dry cilantro, so I need more to last me throughout the year. So that's why I'm growing more. My cilantro did take a hit during the really cold temperatures. When it got down below 10 degrees for a week, it did not survive. And one of them was not even covered, so I knew it wasn't going to do good. So anyway, I need more cilantro. I've had a relatively easy time growing cilantro. It germinates easily. It grows pretty fast. But it's a great one to do at this time of the year. The next one I'm going to do, I keep saying, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over because I haven't been successful. But y'all, this is the real truth. This is the real truth. There's plenty of things I haven't been successful at, but there's also on the other side of the sheet of paper, stuff that I have not been successful with. But you know what? Try again. Okay, so we are going to do chives. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Barbara, chives is easy. Your girl has not been able to get chives. And I don't know what the deal is. But I saw these seeds. I got 2 packs. That's all I got in my little chive thing. And we're going to try them. I got these. And then I have some garlic chives. And I want to say, I think a viewer sent me these, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you. Y'all always are taking care of me. I appreciate that. So we're going to start chives and see what happens. You got any chives tips? Let me know. And then the very last one I'm going to do, number 7, is Dusty Miller. So Dusty Miller is an ornamental. It is not edible. It is just for beauty. It is the white flowers that you see sometimes in flower arrangements or in a bed. I just like it because it's beautiful. I have always started mine from seed. And I would say I have okay germination. So if I start 12, I may have 4 that germinate. So it's not great, but I don't need a lot. I only need, I don't know, 3 or 4 plants and I'm to the good. I have 1 left in my tunnel, but it's looking like a little, like it's old. And I want something new and fresh. Okay, and that one I started from seed. And that one I think is actually 2 years old. Yeah, I don't think I have any that I did last year. So we're gonna try some Dusty Miller. And that's it, y'all. So we got 7 things that we are going to start today. And so if any of these things are on your crop list, then go ahead and get them started along with me. If for some reason you don't like cilantro, then, I mean, don't start cilantro with me because I'm starting it. You start with whatever it is on your plan that you like and put it down below to me and let me know what you are starting this week in your garden. So y'all, I already got my tray. Already done. Now, one of the things that I'm going to try to do, again, just to kind of keep myself organized and efficient. Remember last week I had 2 trays that I filled up with dirt. I only used 1. So this is the tray that I did not use last week. So literally all I had to come out here and do was wet it. That's it. And then I made my labels. Easy peasy. So I'm going to get this, all these seeds sown. And then what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to prep my tray for next week. And I'll tell you about that. Let's get these seeds started and then I'll come back and share some more. Okay, guys, tray is done. It is covered with vermiculite. This is more of a fine vermiculite than what I had before. I ordered some more, and this is just a more fine particle of vermiculite. But y'all, that tray is done. I cannot tell you how easy this system is that I have going out to get my seeds that have the little sticky note that tells me what weeks. I start my seeds. I bring them out here in this little bin, and then as I start the seeds, and I'm done, I just put them back in this bin. I take this bin back in my sunroom and put the seeds back up if I know that I'm not going to start anymore. Or I'll leave them out on my table if I want to reseed and start some more next week. And I got rid of, I think, 4 seed packets. Just like that. So, you know, we talk about you can never have too many seeds. You really can't. I mean, because we're using these seeds. We are using these seeds. So, y'all, that is it. Just like that. That is our 10 weeks before the last frost date. Like I said, we planted 7 things. Oh, let me tell you how many I did. So I did 12 petunias. I did 12 dill, 6 of the teddy dill, 6 of the mammoth dill. I did a 6-pack of lettuce, a 6-pack of cilantro. I did 12 calendula. I did 12 of the regular chives, and that was the whole packet. I did a 6-pack of Dusty Miller, and then I did a 6-pack of the garlic chives, and that was the whole packet of that. So them 2 little packets of chives gone, and I don't have any more, just like that. So y'all, 2 announcements before I go. One is I want to remind you about my garden planning class. The date has been changed to February the 23rd. And so make sure that if you want to come to the garden planning class that you go ahead and sign up. Y'all, I cannot tell you enough how important this is. If you have struggled, if you're a new gardener, or if you have struggled with your garden having abundance and you're not maximizing your space and you don't know what to plant where, and you're just kind of haphazard and you don't plan your spaces first, you need to be in this workshop. It is February the 23rd. It is at 2 p.m. I will not be selling the replay to this class more than likely because it's going to be more of an interactive workshop after I do the teaching part, and I'm going to be helping people to plan their gardens. Now, obviously, if you come to the class, you can get a replay, but I'm not going to be selling the replay if you don't come to the class, because I don't want to sell a product where it's me teaching and the rest of me is just helping other people get their stuff done, and that may not be as a value to you because your space may look different. Okay, so if you're waiting on the replay, don't be waiting on the replay. Go ahead and sign up for the class. It is February the 23rd. The link is down below. The second announcement is that if you didn't see my post earlier in the community tab, GREENSTALK is having a sale this week. You can buy one basic 5-tier planter and get a 3-tier planter for free of the same color. Now, if you're like me, you're like, whoa, they got a 3-tier planter. From what I understand, this is before my GREENSTALK days. They had a 3-tier planter back in the day, and they are bringing it back. So you can buy a basic 5-tier planter and you will get the 3-tier planter for free. I cannot wait till mine come in so I can show you, because I'm thinking, oh, a 3-tier planter, that's going to be real cute. That may be what goes out here in the tunnel instead of on my back patio. So we will see. But check out those 2 announcements down in the description below. Remember, y'all, this is all a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next week for the next seed starting video. Bye for now.